Hey everyone, this is Manu, Kalia. I'm a physical therapist and Ayurvedic herbalist. I practice integrative medicine and I specialize in rehabilitation or recovery after injuries. So I combine physical therapy, exercise science, and Ayurveda. Today I'd like to talk about definition of health according to Ayurveda. And this is given by Sushrut. He was a great Ayurvedic physician. It's from a couple of thousand years ago. It comes from the Sushrut Samhita, one of the ancient Ayurvedic texts. So the verse or the sutra goes like this. It goes Samadosha Samagnischa Samadhatu Malakriya Prasanna Atma Indriya Manaha Swastha Iti Abhidhiyate. So it basically states that Samadosha, sam is the balanced state of the doshas. So doshas are biological principles or factors, okay, or humors. And according to Ayurveda, there are three. There's Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Okay. Vata is the principle of movement. It's also the catabolic principle. So whether it's voluntary movement or involuntary movement taking place in the body, it is governed by Vata. Okay. It's also your nervous system. It's also the pusher, the one that drives everything. Okay. Pitta is the principle of metabolism. So all metabolic principles or digestive principles taking place within the body, or all transformation that takes place, is governed by a principle of Pitta. And Kapha is an anabolic principle, or the principle of cohesion, groundedness, stability, coming together. Okay? So these principles govern all aspects of life. So it's the balanced state of these principles or doshas. Okay? Samagnischa. So it's once again, Sama is the balanced state of the Agni. Agni is the metabolic or digestive fire. So it's not just the central digestive fire, it is also the metabolic capacity of the tissues or individual cells for that matter. Okay, so it's the balanced state of that. So it's not a hyper-metabolic state, right, where you're unable to keep weight on, you're underweight, right, or hypometabolic state, whether you're overweight always, or obesity you're suffering from, okay, or suffering from other issues, digestive issues, so such as having constipation or being gas bloating, or heartburn, acid belly, okay. So it is the balanced state of the Agnis, or the digestive systems, or the metabolic systems within the body. Samadhatu Malakriya, right? So it's the balanced state of the dhatus. Dhatus are they're sapta dhatu. Dhatus are the bodily tissues. So 7 bodily tissues according to Ayurveda: Rasa, Rakta, Mamsa, Meda, Ashti, Majja, Shukra, and Artava. Ras is the lymphatic tissue or plasma. Rakt is the blood tissue. Mamsa is the muscle tissue. Meda is the adipose or fat tissue. Asthi is the bone tissue. Majja is the nervous tissue, nervous system. Shukra is the male reproductive tissue, and Artava is the female reproductive tissue. So it's the balanced state of those bodily tissues. Okay. So, for example, rakta or blood tissue. So it's not you don't have an excess, so you have polycythemia, or you have low iron, you have anemia. Okay. So it's not excess or deficiency in that. Or for that matter, your meda or your adipose or fat tissue, you have excess of it, so you're always 20-30 pounds overweight, right? Or you're underweight, right? You have no lubrication or fat within the organs, between the organs, or for that matter within the joints, so you have cracking, popping joints. Okay. Mala is the waste products, so urine, feces, and sweat. Kriya is action. Okay, so it is the balanced state of the excretory organs or systems. Okay, so you don't have constipation, you can't get rid of toxins out of your system, or you have loose stool or diarrhea. right? So the A to Z transit time is so fast, everything goes right through. And for the urinary system, for that matter, you don't have dysuria or painful or difficult urination, or polyuria, excess urination, okay, or incontinence for that matter. Okay, so it's the balanced state of those systems too. And same with the sweating, not excess, not a deficiency of sweating. Okay. Prasanna Atma Indriya Manaha. Prasanna is blissful or happy state of the Atma, which is the soul or spirit. Indriya are the senses, and Mana is the mind. So the mind isn't scattered, unable to focus, all over the place. It's not anxious, lonely, fearful, or for that matter, angry, irritable, judgmental, perfectionistic, or lousy, drowsy, depressed. It is balanced, so it is focused, calm, and aware. Okay? Your senses. There's not a misuse of your senses. There's not underuse of your senses. There's not an overuse of those senses. So they're in a blissful and happy state. And same with the spirit. Okay? Swastha iti abhidhiyate. Swast means health. Swa is I. Stha is to be established. So it's to be established within oneself, and that is health. So it is the balanced, blissful or happy state of the physical and the other systems that comprise us. Physical being the doshas, which are the bodily humors or principles, biological principles. Your metabolic principles, or digestive fire. Your bodily tissues, dhatus. Your waste product. And, so those are the physical, and the other systems, which are your mind, your senses, and your soul. Okay? So, it is a balanced state of all these things is what comprises, is the definition of health according to Ayurveda. Now I think this is such a wonderful and complete definition of health, which is given to us thousands of years ago by Sushruta, the great Ayurvedic physician. And so if you guys enjoyed this lecture, or this definition of health, please leave a comment, and I'd love to hear from you, good or bad. It helps me get better. And if you're interested in other lectures or videos on health and wellness, please let me know. And thank you.